I'm Virginia Lorimor, Chief Excellence Officer of Win Business Germination, and you're watching Eye on Business.
Hi, my name is Kevin McDonald, and you are watching Eye on Business. Today I have with me Virginia Lorimor, and she's the CEO of WIN, an Orange County incubator. Today we're going to talk about business opportunity in Orange County. Nice to meet you, Virginia. I'm glad you could do the show with us today.
Thank you for having me.
Could you tell me a little bit about what inspired you to start an incubator?
Absolutely. I realized that today's businesses were looking for ways to succeed when they were failing at 9 out of 10% in the first 5 years. And the ability to get financing was something that was really not happening anymore. 1.5% of businesses could get angel capital, venture capital, business loans, loans of equity against their homes. But literally, if you wanted to start a business, there was no way to get money.
So if for the people who don't understand exactly what an incubator is, why don't you give them a little bit of an idea of what they would expect if they went looking for one?
Well, and truthfully, mine is not your average incubator. What an incubator generally does is it provides knowledge and opportunities to businesses that go inside of it to learn more about how to run a business, how not to make the same mistakes that every other business owner makes. Typically, a business will go through a cycle. They'll start up in the first year and they'll make the same mistakes over and over again. So an incubator, when you go inside of it, helps you not to make those same mistakes over and over again. Well, at WIN, we've taken it a little bit further. Not only do we help you with the sagey advice, I'm a CPA by trade, but we also have added things like an entire corporate umbrella. So you get benefits, medical, dental, vision, supplementals. You get a corporate attorney who is on retainer all times for you. We pay for your professional, general, workman's comp. We have it such that you have the shared space like you would in an executive suite. So you have your offices, your conference room, a shared training space for 50 that's all high tech with everything right down to karaoke. So if you're doing a launch party and you want to entertain your guests, it's all there for you.
That's interesting. So if I have a new business and I'm sitting at home and I've started to either have a concept or do I have to already be in revenue, what is it that it takes to qualify for becoming a part of your incubator?
You literally could be someone who's been laid off or unemployed for more than a year and say, you know, I've always wanted to start this business and I now realize I'm not going to be able to get back to work. I might as well start the business I've always wanted to start. You could also be someone who is in transition in your business and looking to become a virtual business instead of someone who has a big brick and mortar facility that they can't afford. We, not like many incubators, don't just take high-tech businesses, but we also take businesses that offer professional services because we look to offer services that support other businesses. So we have essentially an accounting department, a bookkeeper who owns their own business, a business advisory service, a business coach who owns his own business, an IT department, an IT provider who owns his own business. So we would have all the departments that are in a big business like a Fortune 100 company. Essentially, it's like being able to run your own business with all the infrastructure taken care of for you without the cost.
So is there an application process that people have to go through? I mean, I can imagine you probably have everybody in the world knocking on the door. So what would be some of the qualifications you're looking for?
There absolutely is. Because we run it like a commune, what we do is you have to submit your CV, which essentially is a resume for a business owner. We go through your backgrounds, make certain that you're qualified to do that which you say you can do. We check your references. We make certain that you're someone who plays well in the sandbox with others, because we're only as strong as our weakest link. The other strange criteria that we have is that you're required to offer a discount to your fellow germs. Now, our business is called germination as opposed to incubation because we're a nation of businesses that support each other. The germ part comes in because we want to be businesses that are difficult to kill, that spread quickly, and that go viral.
That's interesting marketing, but I can see where that would make sense, especially because germs do inspire all kinds of different concepts as far as the expansion and growth, and you can't stop them, and so on and so forth. So that's fascinating. If why don't you give me an idea of the success of your organization, and then secondly, I'd like to know how you're funded.
We are self-funded. The business is mine entirely. The success is that every business I've ever worked with, knock wood, has gained over 200% bottom line profitability growth within the first year.
Wow, that's quite the model.
I'm a CPA, I'm very fiscally conservative, and I'm very thoughtful in planning. And I make certain the businesses are. Yes, the second incubator will be opening in Manhattan Beach in about 6 months. We're actually, not kidding, looking to take over the world. I think the executive suite model is out there to put businesses out of business. The incubator model, often not all of them. There are certain ones that are fantastic, like DMC here out of Rancho Santiago College, but most incubators look to take upwards of 80% of the businesses that they work with. And they do so by playing essentially Russian roulette. They give $100,000 to 30 companies and they look for one to survive. I want all businesses to prosper and survive. Statistically, if you work with a CPA advisor running your business, you only have a 1.4% chance of failure.
Yeah, well, that's...
I want American businesses to succeed.
That's quite different from the dramatic statistics of 15% in the first couple of years, I believe it is, and then upwards of 50% as you get out to 5 years.
It's actually 90%.
Yeah,
90%
that must
failure.
be new last couple of years statistics, which is a shame because,
it is.
Frankly, self-employment in a business, if properly done, really is the way to go, and it's what drives America. What do you think about some of the challenges or the changes that are coming in the tax rules, and how it seems to me that they're not making it easier for small business?
They're not, but 80% of this nation is small businesses. And we need to learn how to support small businesses in our country instead of trying to drive them out of business. Otherwise, you have 80% of the population unemployed. And fortunately, because I am a CPA, we have designed our business to be the most economically efficient model for small businesses. They get the economies of scale, they get the benefits, they get the legal protection, they get the tax advantages of being the absolute most advantageous business structure that they can possibly be.
Well, and you just named about the top 4 or 5 challenges for any small business, which is, how do you protect yourself legally? How do you get a space that's affordable and then pay all of the fees and electric and common area maintenance and all the different things that are involved in that? Not to mention the fact, it sounds to me, and I've seen several of the incubators, that a few successful and a few of the ones that you spoke about, which are really more opportunistic than they are helpful, in that they help that person prevent from making the mistakes that have already been made 1,000 times. It sounds to me like that's more where you're looking to be, is more of a mentoring program with a share in the profits that's then being fed. Is that accurate? We
don't take any share in their profits. We don't require any contracts. They can be with us for 30 days at a time, give 30 days notice, and be out.
So you purely are a pay-to-play model.
We are. I don't want to take advantages of the business. That's not what game I'm in. Even when I look to bring on a sales representative for the commune, I ask that person to start their own business development business, because I realized I could become incredibly profitable by him selling my business and the businesses in the co-op, or he could become incredibly profitable by doing that. And I felt that it was completely unfair of me to take the proceeds that he would be generating.
So how many businesses are in your incubator currently?
Well, we actually opened the incubator on 1/1, and we are now more than a dozen strong. We were profitable in our 4th month, which was exactly the plan that I had written.
So in the first half of this year, you've gone from concept to 12 members in your incubation?
Yes, sir.
That is quite an admirable number. Where do you see yourself, say, in 2 years?
Well, we're going to develop the West Coast first, then the East Coast, and we'll be global.